And now AirPod Max is down from $550 to $439, which is a lot more fair for these headphones. Oh yeah, and we have brand new iPhone 13 to iPhone 14 to iPhone 16 Pro Maxes. All of those at a better deal than you'll find at the Apple Store, or honestly anywhere. Do yourself a favor and tap into the live. This is gonna be a good one. My TikTok shop rep just called me and said that they got deals on brand new Apple products for my live stream. So that means in 3 hours, we will have this for $279, this 300 hertz monitor for $129, and now AirPod Max is down from $550 to $439.
Booking.com has all kinds of stays because some love a rustic cabin. Others feel differently.
This is me sneaking onto some of the biggest live streams in the world.
Yo, what the was that? Bro, I can't pay $300.
I'm live, by the way. Why? Because I wanted to see if chat could spot me. It's me versus chat, and anytime they call me out, they get a point, and anytime I go undetected, I get a point. I prepared a bunch of different disguises to make sure that I win, but if I lose, I will do whatever the top comment of this video says. Please have mercy on me. Starting with my first disguise, Uber Eats delivery driver. For this stream, I made my way out to the beautiful state of Florida. If you know this chair, you know exactly where I am. Nicholas, come on in. Yeah, I have a delivery for you.
And the delivery is what exactly?
So I know that a chat likes to accuse you of vaping.
Yeah, it's an accusation. I've never vaped in my life.
Yeah, no, but is it true though?
100% true.
So I spent $300 on vapes. I'm gonna deliver these fully concealed. If chat recognizes me, I will be shocked.
Don't sleep on your motion. They might recognize you.
Jinxie started up his stream.
Yeah! Chat, what the f is good, guys? We got a banger stream plotted tonight.
While I put on my disguise in the other room. Disguise here, very simple. We got the mask, the glasses that I would never wear. Oh, they're already fogging up. We got the hood, we got the Uber Eats bag. There's no chance y'all catch me on this one.
I mean, chat, what would y'all rank me as a player on Madden?
Yo, did you order Uber Eats?
No.
You gotta sign for it?
I'd have to sign for Uber Eats.
You have to show them your ID. It says there's alcohol in it. I think his name's Eric. Eric, come on in.
What the f? Bro.
Oh, that's sign for this.
Bro, what are you?
Let me get a picture of this actually.
What the bro? I did not order this. Holy dude.
Is this the address?
Yeah, but I didn't.
Right?
Yeah, Nicholas, but I didn't order this shit, dude. Oh my god, this is enough vapes for like a year. Bro, I can't pay. This is like $300 worth of vapes.
Just look at this real quick. You need the ID. Thanks.
There's more.
ID over here.
Sure. Get that out of my house! Do not believe that for a minute! What was that? Bro, I don't vape, guys!
You leaked my name a little bit.
I think his name's Eric.
Oh,
But I think it was okay. Your acting was impeccable. I'm hoping Chad doesn't realize. Is that Eric? No! Man! Oh. Eric helping with clips now. Okay, they got me. Audience 1, Eric 0. I have to go way bigger on the next one. After that horrible failure with Jinxie, I had to make sure my new disguise was good enough for our next streamer, Mizkif. I am unbelievably disappointed in my performance. God! What I have in store for this one is so unbelievably over the top. Your tiny little brains could never even fathom. Yeah! Okay! That's not me! The chat's not gonna catch us this time! Not one person in my audience or his audience is gonna know that this is me.
Don't forget your teeth.
Thank you. Okay. This is Mizkif, and he's hosting his annual World of Warcraft meetup, which is a huge event.
There's gonna be like 100,000 people watching.
Everyone here plays online together all the time and only meets up once per year. So I'm gonna have to blend in without getting caught.
Go in there and grunt. Just blend in. You're the best dressed.
No, I went way too hard.
Look way too good.
I not only have
have to not be caught by chat, but by the other people here.
Hey, what's going on, Adam? How you doing, buddy?
Yeah, Adam, good to see you.
Who's that?
What are you talking about?
No, who is this guy? You know him.
This is sketchy.
I think you're gonna get caught.
I knew I had no chance by myself, so I asked for advice from the only two people I could trust. I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing here. Why am I don't even know what this is.
All you need to know, Zug Zug.
Zug Zug? What is Zug Zug?
It's everything.
What are you talking about? All right, so as you can see, all of Mrs. Friends are back here. There's like 50 people here. The stream is gonna start in about 5 minutes. I'm nervous, man. I'm nervous. Okay. After a few minutes of awkwardly walking and standing around in the background of the stream, not only was chat getting suspicious, but so were the other guild members. You don't recognize me? No. That's weird.
No.
Zug Zug. Zug Zug.
I feel like I recognize your voice, but I don't know who you are. Actually, yeah.
Zug Zug.
Sony? I don't know. Are you?
Wait, you're not in the guild?
I'm not in the...
He is.
What is your character name again?
Zug Zug.
Hey, my fellow orc brothers.
Zug Zug.
Doug, how you doing, brother?
Zuggin.
Chat, look who it is.
It's me, Zug Zug.
Doug, the orc. Say hello to Doug. What's your favorite part of the guild so far?
Friendship.
Is that kind of orc?
There's 30,000 people watching and not one of them knows who I am. I'm pretty sure that we went completely undetected, baby. That's a point for Team Arak. This next one, though, I feel even better about. Actually, I am very worried about it. All right, we're back in Los Angeles with a very special guest, Mr. Courage himself. The plan for this one. Is a trick as old as time. It's Ricky's Plumbing. I actually went so far on this disguise, I got a fake mustache.
That might be the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life.
While Courage started up his stream, I became Ricky the Plumber.
This is the worst attempt you've done.
Dude, I can't believe I got 5 more 2800 V-Buck cards.
I think I should get wet, like the toilet just exploded on me.
This has to be a train of AI right here, right?
And a gold scar. And I just get to fight AI and...
Okay, I'm in character. I was trying to fix the toilet downstairs, it exploded.
Yo. Hello?
Hey, Balls, how's it going?
Yo.
So, the toilet downstairs, it kind of exploded.
I'm live, by the way.
Huh?
I'm live, by the way.
What does that mean?
I'm streaming.
So, a toilet downstairs, it sort of exploded.
Are you covered in water?
It's torrential downpour down there.
Stream by chance?
It was water everywhere. There's about a foot of water downstairs. You might have to replace the house.
Brother, we got no.
Huh? What do you mean?
Let's do this off camera. I'm streaming.
How's it going, chat? My son told me you were a big deal. Can I get a picture with you?
No.
All right. I mean, the bathroom is just destroyed. think we killed that. Bro, I think I killed that one.
There's a 100% chance that they immediately knew.
All right, let's go look at the chat and let's see who took home the dub. Oh, that was Eric, a fake plumber in your house. Eric trolled you. Oh, that's tough. Why'd you let me do that?
I tried it.
Why did you let me do that? That's so embarrassing. Yeah, that's a point for chat.
Now at this point I was down 2-1, but I had a plan to get back in the lead. You see, the FaZe house was in the middle of a 25-day subathon where every member was live streaming in a different room. Meaning I could get up to 5 points here, so I was willing to do anything. I'm here to clean your room.
Oh, God. This is what greatness looks like, whether you like it or not. I'm suited up. I'm gonna walk into the stream. Let's get a point.
By the way, none of these guys know that I'm coming here tonight, except for Lacey.
What's Twitter looking like? No Twitch streamer can ever go band for band with XQC. But guess what? We can with you, Bijan Tarani.
It's just some randoms.
Who the f is this? Excuse me? Yo, sir. I know y'all did not just order a anime costume. Who is this? Wait a minute. Iraq? Yo, this is Iraq. Okay, I mean, you missed some spots.
That was the second most demoralizing thing that has ever happened to me. The first is what you're about to witness in this next room.
Who's he talking to? What the f are you?
I had just put my entire bloodline into generational aura debt, but there was only one thing that mattered.
Lacey's chat might not have known. Eric, that was Eric. What is Eric doing? No way that was Eric. Are you telling me that I did all of this to lose? Yeah.
But I still had another opportunity to get a point. Stable Ronaldo decided to take his stream mobile, and I had a plan.
Tell me this is not my best disguise.
It's the worst disguise I've ever seen.
Okay, it was a rhetorical statement.
The plan was simple. While Ron, Lacey, and Sketch were at the batting cages, I was gonna sneak up behind them.
Grip that thing, Sketch.
I'm literally a bush right now. I need to get in front of the camera somehow without them seeing me.
LOL, hit a shot.
There's a tree right next to them right there. I think I can give it right next to that tree and they will not notice me.
Probably not.
Y'all are a bunch of
Let's
losers.
see, I'll get down to my toes.
All right, I'm walking up to the boys right now. This is huge. I'm in the stream. How am I this close? I'm getting closer.
I successfully made it into the stream and things were going perfect until Ron turned around.
Arcade's the one that are like,
You know the stuff.
Oh, this is going bad.
Is that not a Alicia with an Apple Watch on? You're not blending in. We can see you in the... What are you doing? Hey!
My spot got compromised.
What are you doing? Hey!
There's no way they knew that was me.
Do you know that dude? I know that dude. I'm running! Hey!
I'm hiding in a bush right now.
Hey! Get him! I got him on this side! Oh my gosh! Oh my god! Oh!
I think we did it. I have to check the chat.
Dude can't even break 100 views on that video. Video's gonna get 500 views.
They're talking about it right now. They think I am legitimately a stalker, which I will take. They didn't know. Let's go. But I wasn't gonna stop there. I was about to infiltrate the biggest stream happening in the world.
We are in Panama.
The only problem with this is I have absolutely no idea where he is. His streams are only about 2 or 3 hours long, so I have like an hour to find him.
Fortunately, my Uber driver Michael was already watching Speed stream.
He's watching the stream live right now and then driving to wherever the place is. What the f***?
Now bring on the mayhem. One for the money and two for the show. Make it loud, yeah, that's all that we know. Foot to the floor, now we out of control. When I move, you move. Everybody, let's go now.
He walked into a building that said Patria on the outside. So I'm gonna try to reverse image search this. We're super spies.
The only problem was every time we found out where he was,
You're gonna be the mayor for the day.
Oh, I'm the president.
he had already teleported to the next location.
Oh, Speed is currently at the top of some building.
I heard it hurts.
Oh, I think it's a zip line. Feels like the good old days, you know? Just showing up to things, hoping that it works out.
Move out of the way, move.
He always has these giant security guards around him, so I brought a security guard outfit. Geographically, we're 99% of the way there.
I'm not the smartest man in the world.
Yeah.
I'm not the brightest man in the world.
Bro, Michael's OP. This dude's on one.
He's the real best.
I'm about to throw up. After an hour of driving, Michael tracked down Speed like a heat-seeking missile where he was getting onto a nearby yacht. I see him. But even though
Victory.
I found Speed, I had a new problem.
I see you every time.
Let's go.
Hey, what's up?
What up, baby?
This guy's I felt really good about my disguise until we got out of the car a second ago. I think I might have to do whatever the top comment says at this point.
What's up, bro?
What's up?
La máquina. Last week.
What?
Last week.
Bust a week.
Speed was leaving on the yacht, so I knew I needed to get on board if I wanted any chance to make it onto the stream.
That's cool. Estoy bien.
You don't look like a serious guy.
Why?
I don't know. It's like I think it's a hat.
We flew like 20 hours to stand right here and just be in the background of the stream.
Yola! Where that one drink at?
You're a little smelly, bro.
I'm smelly. Are we really healthy? Really? Bro, why y'all keep playing with me, bro? What's that in your hand, bro? No. Bring it out.
What's up, bro? I'm running into it, bro.
Bro, me or you? What? Who just said my name?
How long? A minute.
We got the client. Let's go.
All right, we are back. It's the final one. Oh, I'm so nervous. Okay, here we go. Here's where I come on. I don't know. Oh, please, chat, please, chat, please, please. Oh, no! Eric in the back chilling in an obvious disguise spying on Speed. I guess I'm doing whatever the top comment of this video says. If you want a part 2, help me get to 20 million subscribers, let me know in the comments. That's pretty much it. I'm leaving. Please be nice.
One Piece Bounty Rush. One team, one goal, seize the treasure. Join.
If you were going to build a budget gaming PC later this year, hold up, there's something that you need to know right now. One of the main reasons why AM4 based builds are still so valuable is because they allow you to save money on more affordable motherboards and DDR4 RAM. Putting CPU prices aside, the difference between a B650 and B450 motherboard combined with the difference of DDR5 and DDR4 RAM is at least $100. But I'm hearing more and more about how DDR3 and DDR4 memories are about to be discontinued. Companies like Samsung Samsung, Micron, and SK Hynix are about to exit the DDR3 and 4 market. But now, it's not just about those 3 companies though. Those are the main 3 RAM suppliers, so other companies sometimes just use Micron or Samsung sticks and put their own label and heat spreader on top. So it's safe to say that DDR4 availability is going to go down and prices are going to go up. But let's not forget that we're already seeing that happen with budget AM4 motherboards. Some of my favorite budget B450 boards have been
Victory.
nowhere to be found over the last few months. So we're now at the point where the amount of money that you would save by going with AM4 instead of AM5 is starting to evaporate. If you're going to build a budget gaming PC, I would do it right now.
Bread and wine by the
For all those making it big out there, shouldn't your mobile...
I love gaming in my theater room, but despite all the marketing from Sony, Xbox, AMD, Nvidia, when it comes to high refresh rate and reasonable settings, 4K is still tough to run. Part of my problem is that I skipped Nvidia's 40 series, so in the lead up to the 5090 launch, I said both Plouffe and I went on the record, if all the rumors are true, we're buying one. As someone with
a monitor, I wanted even more performance than I'm getting from my 4090.
On the subject of monitors, MSI sponsored this video with their new MPG 272URX, a 27-inch 4K 240Hz gaming display, and the premise is simple. We're going to build a top-of-the-line gaming PC, do a little ad hoc testing with the RTX 5090, and when we're done, each of us has to cancel our pre-order or pull the trigger on a 2,900 Canadian dollar gaming doohickey.
Plus tax.
But here's the thing. Why is this decision so complicated? I mean, whether you think the price is justified or not, the 5090 is clearly at the top of the charts. But the issue is that I don't play any of those games that we tested. Do you?
Not really. We choose our benchmarks to paint a well-rounded picture of performance, not to try to cover every popular game.
Well, today we changed that. Not only did the lab get us benchmark numbers for all of the games in our suite, including many you didn't see in the review, but we're gonna throw in random titles that I wanna play, that he wants to play, and that you wanna see us play. All at 4K. Big moment, plugging it in.
Considering this graphics card costs $2,000, setting it to anything other than high or very high just feels bad, man.
But, counterpoint, considering that this GPU costs $2,000, getting low frame rates feels pretty bad, man. And so does lowering the resolution. DLSS might have come a long way, and Reflex 2 might fix some of our latency issues with FrameGen, but Reflex 2 ain't out yet, is it?
Sure isn't.
And it won't do anything about the artifacting and general weirdness that we did still find noticeable in our 8K gaming video.
That's especially true when the monitor you happen to own,
I also own a monitor,
is like 115 inches.
So, the way that I see it, DLSS is on the menu. But if I'm spending this much on a GPU, I don't want to generate frames. I want to render frames. As for an FPS target, okay, my theater display is 120 Hertz. Is that too much to ask?
Not for $2,000, especially when most modern mid-tier or high-tier TVs start at 120 Hertz refresh rate.
And some monitors can do more. Both our monitor and our GPU today support DisplayPort 2.1 UHBR20. It runs it up to 80 gigabit per second, meaning 4K 240 Hertz can be done now with no display stream compression. I have not actually experienced this yet, so I can't wait. That's a pretty monitor. Whoa, she's sharp, dude. Let's start with a game that really benefits from a high resolution display and that really punishes your system at higher detail levels and higher view distances. Wow, that is smooth. I have never seen this game look this smooth.
Really?
Oh, dude.
Yeah, your 1% lows, they go as low as like 50, 40, but depending on what you're looking at, it's pretty reasonable.
Oh, 100%. Look, it's a really well optimized game. Like you can run it on Intel integrated graphics. That was one of their targets when they developed it.
Yeah.
But that would be at low. And once you start pushing it up to higher details and higher resolutions, it is an extremely punishing game because there is so much detail. There's a ton going on. We're one game in and I'm already like...
You're making a much bigger upgrade than I am. Because I could probably run Anno at home, 4K, maybe not quite those settings, and still get pretty good FPS.
That's true.
4090 is strong. It's a great card.
Yeah, 3080 is also strong.
But old.
A little dated.
What's next?
Halo. This is running amazingly.
It really is.
I have it absolutely cranked.
Yep.
4K, ultra everything, ray tracing on. For a competitive shooter, it's a great looking game in any configuration. Maxed out, it's gorgeous.
But how many of the games that you play are this demanding?
Well, okay, I gotta be honest with you. Probably 90% of my gaming time right now is in an indie hockey roguelite called Tape to Tape.
Yeah, it's great.
But it isn't demanding.
It's really not.
But I do need to see how it runs. How many FPS we got in here? 472 FPS, let's go!
You think you can win with 400 FPS?
I think I could win with 400 FPS, yeah.
I think you need 1,000.
Bah! No!
That's way too far away. Oh, I got it, nice.
Dang it! Enough of my games though. Want to take the driver's seat?
Sure. I've got 4 games, 3 of which were actually mentioned by our community as well. FF7 Rebirth, Stalker 2, and Path of Exile 2. I'm actively playing all 3 of those. And then a 4th one came out today.
Today?
Kingdom Come Deliverance 2.
Wait, that's the one where the recommended system requirements for 4K 30 is a 4080.
That's right.
Let's start with Final Fantasy. Sure.
At home, I'm typically getting in Gongaga Village or other towns about the 120 cap, and then it goes down to 1% of like 50, 60. You know,
this doesn't look that different.
It doesn't look that different. This actually looks about the same as what I'm getting on my 4090. So I don't know if it's just bottlenecked by the FPS cap or what, but I gotta say, this is actually another point in my 4090's favor, because this is what I'm playing right now, and this is... This game can't... 1% are bad, though.
You don't like to do
Yeah, I prefer turning it off, and I'm getting numbers better than I normally get with DLSS on. Not much, but we're getting like 90, 85 average. With
looks very playable.
This is very playable. 1% are like, they do go down to 50 or so, but they're usually around 60. I do wonder though, how much of that is the 9800X3D we have in here, and how much of it's the GPU.
Yeah, because a whole platform upgrade would be cheaper than upgrading your GPU. And we were talking off camera about how he just convinced one of his friends to upgrade their monitor rather than buy a 5090, because there's other things you can do to make your games run better other than just buying a new GPU.
Yeah, or at least look prettier.
It's just that he already has like sick everything else, so...
I was really hoping for it to work a little worse than this.
You're like the one guy I can think of who looks at the new product he's planning to buy and is like, oh, I really hope it sucks.
Yeah, it's expensive. Okay, let's see how much DLSS helps. Triple digits, with 1% just hit triple digit. Oh, they're usually like 80, 90. Okay, all right, well, it's markedly improved. Next up is Path of Exile 2.
While we wait for that, it's a good time to tell you about our new sport button-up shirt from LTTstore.com. It's stretchy, lightweight, and remarkably comfortable.
I normally get like
Sub-Zero.
like 90 to 150 FPS average.
I mean, that's a huge range.
It's a huge range, I know. I've actually been trying their new controller support. It's actually pretty good. It's frustrating to me because it runs well, except when it doesn't. And sometimes I see major dips below triple digits in maps, so it does get even worse than that. Okay, it's all over the place, just like it normally is, but I'm seeing, instead of 90 to 150, we're seeing like 212 down to like 175, and it's doing exactly what I wanted. No, my triple digits, I'm still okay, we're still getting stutters every now and then, but that's kind of just the game.
Does it feel different?
It doesn't feel that much different, but it's hard for me seeing those numbers. Like I'm seeing 1% of like 112.
Okay, don't look at the numbers. Don't look at the numbers. How does it feel?
It feels good, but it felt good before. Do I want it to feel gooder? Do I want to pay that much money to make it feel gooder? Oh man, I'm gonna put this one as another win for the 5090. Okay. All right then. Last but not least, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2.
Sorry, I keep leaning into the frame because I'm like,
I know.
5-layer tandem OLED panel, boys. It sure looks pretty.
It really does. In any game.
And MSI has asked us to point out that you can make your whole desk look pretty too with Windows Dynamic Lighting certification that syncs lighting effects across multiple devices.
I know this is the start of the game and it might get a little harder to run later once we're in a forest, but 140 average and like 130, 1% lows, 120. I don't know how badly it's gonna make my 4090 cry, but I do know that if I go home now and I boot this up and I'm getting
less than 100 in your 1% lows.
Less than 100 in my 1% lows or even in averages, I'm gonna be real upset now that I've seen this.
You are such a diva.
I'm gonna be real upset.
You know that, right?
I know, but I just want it to look good. We're seeing the odd dip.
Yeah.
I can deal with that. It's almost impossible to fully fix random hitching, especially in new games. Oh. But I mean, look, I'm fighting people and I'm getting like 120, 130 FPS.
Yeah.
Man, okay.
Now it's time for us to look at some community picks. First up, Indiana Jones.
At 8K, this ran surprisingly well. Oh man, 140, 150, 130 FPS average.
Man, this is such a good looking game.
Yeah, it really is. Those 1% are rock solid above 60. They're like 80 to 110.
I would turn it up.
Yeah, let's do it.
I don't need 120 FPS in a more cinematic, exploratory game like this.
Go up one notch, because path tracing is demanding. Ooh, turn on indirect illumination though.
Sure. Oh, that's full RT. I don't think she's gonna do this.
You've got like a solid 60, 70 FPS average.
I wouldn't play it like this.
No?
No. I mean, move the mouse.
Yeah, that feels bad.
Yeah, I wouldn't play it like this.
Okay, fair enough. What if DLSS was turned on?
We can try it.
120, 115 FPS average? 1% are like 70, 85?
Yeah. We're on quality too. So overall, usually when you have it set to quality, it looks pretty darn good.
It really does. Just buy a 5090.
You know? You can't tell people that.
Just buy it. It's easy. It's so cheap. It's so... You want your games to run good, don't you? Just spend $2,000 US on a graphics card. That's more than what most people spend on their computers.
When you're on your deathbed, do you want to look back and think of how many FPS you could have had if you had just... That was so cringe, dude. It's a reference. This monitor may only be VESA True Black 400 certified, but it can also reach up to 1,000 nits. And it can do that without issue because MSI's got their OLED Care 2.0 to help reduce the risk of image retention. And if it does happen, they've got a 3-year warranty that covers that specifically. Time for Flight Sim 2024.
37 FPS average, 30 1% lows.
Yeah.
It's hitching every now and then, which kind of sucks. Like I'm seeing 1% of literally 4, like single digit 1%. But you know, the rest of it's pretty okay. Should we turn on DLSS? You know, we're not getting that much more frames per second though with DLSS on.
No.
It went up to a solid 45 instead of 33 or so. It's got 40 FPS, 1% are like 30 plus. The hitching is bad though.
Yeah,
it really kind of is.
We'd have to turn this down.
Yeah, okay, let's do that.
Let's turn it from ultra to 1 set under.
So we're getting closer to 60 averages. Yeah. 1% of like 45. This feels a lot better already though.
This is incredible.
The density is so high. You don't, don't worry.
This looks so good.
You don't need Flight Sim to run at 200 frames a second.
No.
It's a slow and steady game. The stutters, they do happen. Yeah. Sometimes worse than others, especially here with all these like cityscape.
It heard you talking about it.
It did. But you know, they go away and then it's like, it's smooth sailing again.
Flying.
Well, flying is just sailing in the sky.
Time for a very demanding game. Star Citizen.
DLSS, well, it's just off, so whatever. HDR, sure, it's enabled. Blah, 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 very high. High.
Sure.
Let's just let it be cranked.
All right, it's barely doing 60 average. 1% are like a solid 10 sometimes. I'm gonna take a look at a few more of these. You wanna come back for Crisis?
Sure.
Let's try Elden Ring. It's capped at 60 FPS, but you know, hopefully those 1% low stutters are gone. All of our settings are maxed out at 4K, ray tracing cranked. We've hit our cap, and we're still stuttering every now and then. Next game. For GTA Online, looks like we're using about 5 gigs of video memory, set to 4K, 240 hertz, everything is basically cranked. That's not bad, you know, 155, 160 FPS average. You know, hopefully those 1% low stutters are gone. Our SL shaders, and it looks incredible. I'm still getting like 165 FPS average, 150, 180, 106. 40 frames a second. Warzone is game is just you're getting 113 FPS though average. 1%'s dip. Like a
that was the art the key before lighting coming in from the sun.
Oh man, this makes me want the new card.
Before we're allowed to make a final decision, we have to look at the lab's results. These reveal a key thing that our ad hoc testing cannot. Look at how poorly the RTX 3090 has aged. When the 40 series came out a couple of years ago, it was $100 more for double or darn near double the performance. Well, that made the price feel somewhat justified given that it was a decidedly next-gen card.
But the 5090 is another $400, or about a 25% increase in price for about, what, 20 to 30% performance bump on average? Is it a bad upgrade? I mean, not if you have the money to throw at it, but you're not getting nearly the same feel-good moment that upgraders got last time when they plugged in their new card, that I got. Fired up their favorite game and then saw night and day performance improvement.
Atomic Heart sees a jump into triple digits, but then a decent uplift with the 5090. City Skylines 2 goes from cinematic to playable to slightly more playable. The other CS2 sees decent gains from generation to generation, as does Shadow of the Tomb Raider and, to a similar extent, Tiny Tina's Wonderlands.
But when we include the rest of today's list and games we tested for the review, most of the charts look like this Rocket League, Total War Warhammer 3, Returnal, F1 24, The Last of Us, Red Dead Redemption 2. Dota 2 is a weird outlier, but we're pretty sure it's just CPU bottlenecked, giving me another excuse to not upgrade to a 5090. Guess what game out of this whole list I've got the most hours in?
Dota 2.
That's right, by a wide margin.
I'm getting deja vu. This feels a lot like going from the 2080 Ti to the 3090. Back then, people paid an extra $500 MSRP for about a 20-something% performance uplift. Although they did get a whack of extra VRAM, the performance was meh. And it was the RAM capacity that was more desired. Miners cared while Ethereum was still a thing, the productivity benchmarks looked great, and gamers were starting to care about getting more VRAM for higher resolution gaming. And we're seeing kind of the same thing play out now, except this time it's the AI crowd instead of the crypto miners that are enjoying the 32 gigs of VRAM on this thing. As for the productivity guys, well, hey, more faster means more money, so they can recoup their investment. But do you need 32 gigs of VRAM for gaming, even at 4K?
Not now, and probably not ever, if I'm being honest.
Ever's a big word, but like, not ever right now. So then, after all this, the 8K gaming, the labs testing, the 4K gaming today, are you going for it? But don't answer that yet, because I wrote an email to myself with what I'm going to say to Plouffe. I wrote this on January 30th.
Okay. If I could sell my 4090 right now and go and buy a 5090 tomorrow, I'd do it. But I don't want to sell my 4090 right now and then wait 3 months maybe for a replacement card. I'm gonna sit on my pre-order and I'm not gonna cancel it.
No, you have to make a decision. You've got to tell the people.
I'm canceling it then, I'm canceling.
You're canceling it! No way! I got it wrong!
You got it wrong? You guessed that I would? I'm calling it, you're buying it. Wow. Wow. There were a few big things. The Dota 2 performance, not that I need more than 400 frames a second in Dota 2, but like, that's the main game I play. The Final Fantasy thing was huge.
Yeah.
That was a big deal. I was really hoping that it would really fix those 1% lows. Stalker 2 that one was tough. That was actually really hard for me, seeing it crack 100 plus FPS.
I can't wait for his I caved tweet.
I deleted Twitter.
Because I'm calling it. I'm calling it. I'm still calling it. I'm not uncalling it. That's how this is going to be.
I will email Memory Express today.
Well, tell you what. I'll take it because I'm going for it.
All right.
I've got a 3080 in my gaming system.
Huge upgrade. Huge.
It's an enormous upgrade for me. But what I'm not going to do is buy more than one of them for my multiple gaming PCs. So I'm going to have to finally figure out a smooth way of sharing it between here and the theater room. Maybe you can give me a hand with that?
I'll do it if you give me this monitor. Come on, it's only $10.99. MSI won't mind. I want the 98 watts power delivery and the DP 2.18.
Okay, I think it's pretty well established. You already have a monitor. Thanks again, MSI. We'll have everything we used today linked in the description below if you want to check it out. And thank you for watching this video. Take a look at the other one we did where we gamed at 8K on the 5090 if you are one of the dozen or so people that has a monitor and has an 8K display.
There are dozens of you.
This was a fairly complicated table leg design that I'd never attempted before, and was actually a little surprised that I was able to pull it off, but that doesn't mean I didn't make any. Now, I don't know, maybe some sort of physicist.
From Pixar comes an all-new original series.
Everyone is chasing the feeling of a win.
Hey, Lori, you're famous.
But if someone wins...
I uploaded a video featuring 50 of the most subscribed YouTubers on the planet competing for $1 million. And I'm gonna show you what went into it.
Great, come over here.
Hey, first try. Since many of you guys really liked the video, I put together some never-before-seen behind-the-scenes footage, together with outtakes and bloopers that didn't make the final cut. So make sure you watch the actual video on the main channel first before you watch this one. Alright, everyone quiet, they're coming. This video had more than 50 cameras shooting at the same time. Keep going straight. Come towards my voice. A $1.3 million set that took over a month to build with a $500,000 customizable LED floor. Should we cue the smoke?
Wow, okay.
Featuring 50 of the biggest creators on the internet. Oh my god, Jimmy! And you're about to see what we never show you.
It looks kind of legit, I hate to say. It looks kind of legit.
That's correct. This is not prompt money, but $1 million of real dollar bills.
We take it and run. We take everything we can carry and run.
Now, because I'm not used to filming in front of so many of my friends, I'm not gonna lie, I got a little nervous and had to practice my lines a bunch before I went out. As you can see, there are 10 Cybertrucks over there. Wow. This is the only time in this video that you can leave this cube and be allowed back in. And no one in the cube knew this, but this was happening literally while they were just waiting around.
Bro, you're gonna ruin people's lives in here.
I will. People are gonna try and sleep. No one's sleeping.
This is how you go to the bathroom, I think.
Somebody press the bathroom button.
Those bathrooms.
As Ryan said, it's time to tinkle now.
Wait, let's see if we can move.
I'm not being part of this.
No!
Chandler. They're moving the bathrooms.
Help! Whoa!
No! Do we have to supervise you?
What we should tell them though is like, this isn't randomness. Like, this video is like up to you guys kind of who wins.
It is, because the Squid Game cookie, they're picking who gets the cookies, you know. It's a split or steals if you lie to them or get lied to. I don't think that's random.
Okay. He's ready to go. I'm ready. Let's do it. This is gonna be sick. Pull the curtain! Yes! This is crazy. And so we announced what the challenge was, which was basically shooting a free throw for a chance to win your fan a Cybertruck. To be eliminated if you miss.
Bro, you gotta do it. No, you can win it. No, you gotta try. No.
How did they get this many Cybertrucks in one place? Since I had no idea how many people were going to attempt this challenge, in order to pull it off, we had to bring in over $1.2 million worth of Cybertrucks. Which is crazy because this is just one of the bits in the video.
Jimmy! Peace!
So for every single YouTuber in the cube, we also had one of their biggest fans on standby.
Where is he? Rover? Let's bring him out, yeah.
Mark Rover!
All right, we're miking up Mark's subscriber.
You come in. Jimmy! Mark, right here.
Come on over here. How long have you watched Mark Rover?
About a decade now. And I'm only 19, so that's half my life.
Don't let him down. You gotta make this happen. And because obviously I can't make my YouTube videos hours long, I wasn't able to show you just how devastated some of these creators were when they got out.
Hey, Mark.
First one out.
That was fun, though.
Yeah, can you see? Oh, you can see.
Leon! Get back in the box!
Oh boy. Cybertruck on the line?
That was a terrible shot. Wow. That was so bad.
It's okay.
Bro, I swear on everything, man. Like, right when I was shooting, I heard a like, it made me lost of all.
Is that what it was?
That's what it was, bro.
Hello, we've all backed out of the basketball challenge due to fear.
There's like no reason to do that other than to be nice to your fans. And I like him, but I don't like him that much.
I think I saw him play recently. He got worse.
Are you talking behind the glass? That's crazy.
Watch it, he's gonna miss. I'm calling it.
Hey, deep breath, Jesser. Got it.
Oh, wait, what were you saying 2 seconds ago?
I said day one Jesser fan. I've always believed in Jesser.
Congrats on the Cybertruck. We got more shots.
Yes, thank you, Jesser. Bro, how do you drive this thing? Let's go, Ryan!
So, what are you getting into after this?
Well, not your Cybertruck.
That was good, Nolan.
In the end, only 2 Cybertrucks were won. Congrats on winning a Cybertruck! Don't hit my cameraman. Thankfully, it wasn't more because I was already over budget on the video. Are we ready for the next challenge?
We're working on that right now.
Okay. I'm showing everyone all the camera angles if you want to see it.
It's like Big Brother, like a reality TV show.
We got shots everywhere.
Bro, that's insane. It's absurd.
We got like 50 pointing in every direction.
If none of your friends have told you about the skip forever button, those aren't your friends. This is Pi, and if it sounds familiar to you,
Punch in on everyone, that kind of stuff. So you guys can like basically look any direction you want to talk.
That's us.
Oh, it's punching in on us.
Go, get up! Bro, whoa, come. Go, there's a challenge, another challenge.
All right, everybody, for this next challenge, I need all the money off the floor. Can you pick up all the money and put it in the suitcase? Let's do this. All right, I'm gonna tell them to line up.
Hey, everyone, get out of the bridge. Get ready to change the floor.
You guys ready for the second challenge?
The next challenge, we brought the Squid Game cookies back. And yes, I know we bring them back a lot, but they happen to be an audience favorite. But this one is different because the YouTubers basically had to decide who they liked the least, which was actually incredibly brutal. I legit could have made an entire video just out of this challenge.
Nico, how are you deciding who to give umbrella to?
It's a tough choice. We just have to work out.
Who here do you like the least?
I'm actually about to have a panic attack, bro. Right?
Yeah.
Higher number wins, and they get the star.
Okay.
Which one did you want to do?
Obviously, I want the triangle.
Okay, what about this? We're gonna rock, paper, scissors.
I'm down to do that.
1, 2, 3.
That is 6. Charlie getting star, Charlie getting umbrella. Best 2 out of 3?
2 out of 3.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Oh,
No, you're doing it to me. You're killing me. Look at him. He won't even look me in the eyes. Look me in the eyes, bro. Look me in the eyes. Please. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Oh.
I need you to get in the line. Nico's gonna have to just figure it out, yeah?
Nico, don't kill me. Look me in the eyes, Nico.
What are you handing Sketch?
No, there's no way. There's no way you're giving him.
Oh my goodness!
Oh my.
Nico, how you feeling?
Absolutely terrible. I feel sick. She is, yeah. I'm in a group with some of these guys. I can't hand them their death warrants. I'm really sorry.
It's
Bro,
okay.
I'm so sorry.
Can we move the camera people out of here? I want us to use wide angles. Just tell them to use telephoto lenses outside the cube.
All right, that's clear. All right, we'll start here in a minute. Try to stay in your cube as best as possible, so it's easy for us to track your cutting and things like that. Start the timer.
And something we didn't show in the video is that J-Slat actually claimed he completed the umbrella cookie.
I did it.
You got it?
Yeah. Got it? I got it, man. I got it, baby.
How is that even possible? I've lost almost $1 million from that cookie.
Really?
Yes.
But the question was he telling the truth? Truth.
What, you don't believe me?
Well,
It's not that we don't believe you. We just.
I'm offended that you even want to see it.
I mean, this would be gangster if it's actually done. Okay.
There's no way.
No.
There's no way.
Oh, it's in 100 pieces. Okay. All right. I mean, for a second there, he had me.
It's broken.
What happened?
It's cartoonishly broken.
Jimmy, I swear that was an umbrella.
Here. We have a replay room over there. Come show me. It's just like right down that hallway. Yeah, where all the losers are. There's like a replay village. Don't know what to do with this. All right. 12 people were eliminated. What's 45 minus 12? 33. 33 of you remain. Congrats. 11. 34 of you remained. All right, you're good. That was the end of the second challenge.
Any final words you want to tell to your fans?
Thank you, Mr. Beast, for having me. I knew I was in trouble when Nico would not look me in the eyes.
Do you want anybody winning?
Not Nico.
As long as it's not Nico.
Not Nico. Definitely not Nico.
I didn't think that this Mr. Beast video was going to be us turning on each other in
betrayals, and it's not good for me.
Well, get used to it. It's not stopping anytime soon. It's gonna get crazier.
Well, can we just turn it down a little bit? Like,
we'll turn it up. We're gonna keep turning it up.
And while we prep the next challenge, as you saw in the main YouTube video,
how close can you get to a rhyme, bro?
The YouTubers started playing this game of bottle caps.
I fell asleep. We took a nap, and old males have all congregated over this intense bottle cap competition.
What's going on over here? No? You stay on that side of the line, Jimmy. Okay.
You know what, actually, Jimmy, come take a shot.
So, Jimmy, honestly, how did you hear about the sport?
I just walked in, a bunch of people chanting.
Guys, please, let's give a round of applause for Jimmy's Spicy Camp, please.
So I just hit it? This is rigged. This game sucks. All right, what's happening? Just keep throwing your caps. Kill some people. Get them out of here.
For challenge 3,
I need you all in groups of 2 and duct tape your hands together.
You get eliminated, I'm leaving. No, I'm not staying here without you. I don't want to stay without you either, so let's neither leave.
You guys are gonna win?
Yeah.
I got her a little something.
A little something, Dad?
Hold up. Walt rolled his 401k account into an Empower.
Like both of you?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Whoever you're duct taped to, you'll be going head to head in giant Jenga.
Bro, they said they were gonna win.
I love this game.
You've been laughing nonstop this whole time, so I think it makes sense for you to go first.
but already the first round of this challenge ended up being way too long.
Okay, so they've been playing for an hour and 15 minutes. It is still the first game. We need 17 games to be played.
We need to get the numbers down. This is basically what we started with.
Yeah, it's just gonna take too long.
So we literally had to find a solution on the spot so that this game wouldn't take over an entire day.
Obviously, we don't have time to do that with everyone, so we're gonna pivot this to something different. All right, do you have normal Jenga towers or something?
I'm gonna go see how many we can get.
And so after we sent the team out to find any Jenga tower in our city we could get our hands on, we were ready to keep going.
All right, look at this quick pivot. All right, we're all happy.
That was like nothing ever happened. Lightning speed.
Yeah.
So the Jenga challenge took too long, so they went out and got a ton of Jenga towers last minute. Somehow made it work.
Just had to go raid some stores. Everyone, pull your first block. Let's do this.
And after another long session of Jenga, a total of 13 hours of shooting with 33 creators eliminated, we wrapped up day one.
Okay, everyone has beds. We'll see you in the morning for the 4th challenge.
Good job, everybody.
No, I'm proud of you guys,
awesome.
bro. Look at us.
Not so bad, bro.
Not so bad. Not that bad, bro.
Good night, Jimmy. We love you.
Night.
Thanks for inviting us to this fun challenge.
I can't tell. Are you being genuine?
Of course I'm being genuine. This is
Hell yeah.
awesome.
Hello, it's day 2. Back in the cube with all my friends, but I think I can win today.
Ray, who's winning today?
Me.
Who's
Who's winning today?
Do not me.
Not you?
Jada's gonna win. I think you're gonna win. If I win, it's because I had nothing to lose.
Oh, here comes Jimmy.
Good morning. I have a surprise for all of you.
Is it our families?
It's better than your families. Oh no. Speed! He brought Speed out!
But since Speed was a whole day late to the challenge, many of the YouTubers weren't too happy about allowing him to compete, especially not Laserbeam, after having competed with him in a previous video.
I gotta be honest, Speed. Speed is making it difficult.
Oh, can I leave now? Go on the left if you want him in. Go on the right if you don't.
Let me touch him.
Really? Don't pull him out. Don't pull him out. Don't touch Speed. He'll pull you out.
I won't pull you. Trust me.
Are you gonna pull me, yes or no?
I'm not gonna pull you, Pat.
On God.
I swear to God.
Oh, you swear to Ronaldo, bro.
I swear on Ronaldo.
Who's Ronaldo?
What that? No, come on, you gotta give me a.
No,
What is that? You
bro,
give
I'm
me
going through it in here, Speed. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm not the same.
I got you.
Everybody, hold on. Hold on. Oh! We got you. Yo!
Get him out of here! Get back on the plane!
Dang, bro. Dang! Oh, God.
Everyone ready?
Bring in the tables. Bring them on in. Come on in. Come on in.
Bring out Howie Mandel, please.
Wait, did someone say Howie Mandel?
Is Howie here?
What, you think we could afford Howie?
Ah, man.
Howie Mandel! Come on out.
Size doesn't matter, buddy.
Good call.
This is all real.
Yes, sir. $1 million in here. Well, technically, some people might have taken some out, so it might be like 990,000 out.
Wait, I'm sorry. Like, yeah, sorry.
I knew it was missing some.
And obviously, you've seen the majority of the challenges, but what we don't typically show is what happens in between them.
And after that bloodbath, these 10 are what remain. I'll be back in a couple of hours. I'll give you some time to relax. Let's set up the next challenge.
I'm gonna go disinfect.
I'm honestly having such a good time. This has been such an enjoyable experience, meeting everyone, so many special creators just all in one place. We look around at this giant set, 20-foot high glass walls, and like no one has ever done this before. Mr. Beast is truly changing the game. I'm proud to be his friend. I'm proud to be a peer. And whatever happens from this point on, like, I don't care. I've had so much fun.
So do you guys think they're in the locker room right now just watching us eat lunch?
Nah, they don't give a f.
Jimmy! I destroy it! Bye!
It's now time for the 5th challenge.
Challenge 5 might have had the craziest elimination of this entire video, with Logan Paul forgetting the only rule of this competition and walking out of the cube.
Oh!
All to smash a plate.
Wait, you just left.
What?
You left.
What are you doing?
Did you realize you were leaving?
That was a complete mistake.
Oh my God.
Did you
actually just sprint out on accident?
Speed.
I feel bad now. Like, did you just seriously get out because you wanted to?
Yeah.
On purpose?
Oh, no, that was an accident.
All right, well,
What the?
Why?
Like, what?
And with that, 5 contestants remain. It was supposed to be 6, but...
You know, that was wild. I hope Jimmy invites me back.
Congratulations. Speed, you want to help me throw this table?
You know it. Bye-bye!
Oh.
Booyah!
Time to revert this grocery store back into what we're used to.
Logan talked me down. He's like, let's not take it too seriously. And then he just ran out.
He ran out.
He took it as not seriously as you can.
So how many hours have we been here so far?
This is our second day.
Like 36, something like that.
Feels like longer than that.
Honestly, like being in here is, especially as like a small, intimidating.
You? Who's winning?
Final 5.
Getting a degree at ASU is a journey that can take you anywhere.
It comes down to this. You're each gonna pick a briefcase. 4 have nothing in it. 1 has $1 million check inside.
So
Here, yeah, Ludwig, you explain.
He's doing a bad job. I'll take over.
Okay.
So basically, there's 5 briefcases. 4 have nothing in them.
And even though this dude thought he was an expert at the rules, it clearly didn't help him.
It is not. GG's. So wait, what do I get?
What do you mean?
Well, like, usually like 5th place gets like 1,000 or something.
I need you to come with me over here. You can have that. Yes.
Hey, that's a federal crime.
Oh, hey, Lud.
Huh?
You want the briefcase?
Yeah. Okay.
All right, and we continue.
Ow!
And our 4th and final vote is Jaden.
Oh my God. No. She don't got it. She don't got it.
Oh my gosh! Oh! So chill. You are the winner. Oh, Jaden, you haven't even seen the flash you won. Yeah, go on. Yeah, go on.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone's going to black Yeah, tell us what to set up.
Man, these are good. I should get 10 mil. Huh?
She has the most diamond play buttons of anyone on the planet now.
It's crazy because I gave mine away.
Really?
I don't have mine anymore.
It was weird. I have all these creators, all these friends in town. They're about to just leave.
I know. I think it was a massive success, dude. Everyone had a good time, which is my metric for success.
Hey, everybody. I think this went pretty well. We should do it again next year.
Yeah!
All should come out.
Wait, 100 people?
And
this time you're in with us.
Dude, I honestly, every time I do one of these, I'm like, I would love to do it.
Real I think, let's swap. Yeah, I got you, baby.
Do you think that'd be good for retention?
I mean, look, the way you were hosting that last one, oh, yes, sir, yes, sir.
Okay.
I knew I was underwater.
Today, we're going to be breaking down the first episode of a show that I spent over a year on, most contestants in history, every dollar in my bank account, Beast Games. I want to show you guys things I've never talked about publicly.
You like feel the tension just looking at it.
I don't feel like I'm filming it. I'm in like a trance.
This might be the coolest shot I've ever gotten. That is crazy! Trap doors open, they're all falling. This is real. We dropped over 500 people.
How did you make sure that these drops were safe?
I want to build suspense. I have liberty.
The anger and emotion here.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2025 Trick Shot World Championships. We invited all the best trick shooters in the world to compete in the biggest trick shot contest ever. Watch them go head to head as we crown the first ever Trick Shot World Champion. Round 1 begins in 3, 2.
Hoping we were going to be knocked out by now. I'm terrified of heights.
We are the legends in the making, leaving a legacy made of greatness.
Come on, Scotty!
Come and take it. We are the legends in the making, leaving a legacy made of greatness. Come and take it.
That'll work. That'll work.
I cannot believe that.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor and it is my duty. The 2025 Trick Shot World Champions. That'll work! Congratulations, boys! We'll see you next year.
Perfect. If you like this video, you're gonna love that one. That'll work.
Here we go!
As being able to oxygenate your campfire.
with the air that it's blowing, which there is a pretty easy way to test. And clothes to save space, but then also inflate with 4 kilopascals of pressure, which is pretty good for the size, but it's not all-encompassing. Like, we originally planned to use this to inflate this absolutely insane tent that we got coming up, but it's just not enough power. This thing feels like the living definition of jack of all trades, but master of none. So I think we'll pass. Right, how's our dinner looking? It's been 1 hour, 15 minutes since we first put this on. Oh, I can actually smell roasted peppers. I'd say it's not been 100% completely direct sun the entire time, but then again, it has been cooking for 2.5 times it said it would take. So, ooh, okay. You know what? It's kind of all smoke, no fire. Because when you pull out this food tube and you see the steam and you hear the sizzle, some part of you for a split second thinks you're at a professional barbecue. But then none of this is particularly charred in an appetizing way. It tastes completely fine. You'd survive, but it's not fine dining on the go. Everything's a little chewier than you'd expect. So, does this make the inventory? I'm going to say no. I think there's a fundamental problem here, because this is kind of a gamble. And you might be able to take a gamble on whether your solar-powered charger fills up your Nintendo Switch or not, but you can't take a gamble on whether or not you get dinner, or whether that dinner is cooked. So whether you're in Nevada, and let's say there's an 80% chance this works, or you're in the UK and there's a 20% chance this works, I don't think I would ever choose to pack a cooker that might work if I can choose to pack a slightly bigger cooker that will work. Not to mention that after all that, it's still only one person's worth of food. But if we really want to do survival cooking right, then we should have a look at the really fun $100 plus stuff, like this magic 760 degrees Celsius wand from Luft. So if the lighters we tested earlier were level 5, this definitely feels like level 50. I mean, just the sheer energy needed to pump out air at this temperature means that this Luft thing actually does need a permanent mains connection. Sounds like a hairdryer. Although imagine getting those two confused. It's actually a little alarming just how quiet the thing is, considering the power. But to really test it, we're also going to need our fire pit, which, at least based on the website, is being pitched as the ultimate way to do fire. If you showed this to a caveman, they would die on the spot. All right, I think now it's time for the thick boy wood. Oh, I'm so curious how this fares to just using a lighter. God, you can see how hot the thing gets. It actually does, in a way, feel like a magic wand, because you're just waving air over these logs, and suddenly there is fire. Oh my God, it's like a flamethrower. What the hell? But yeah, like, we have fire. I do feel like this is not the kind of thing you take on the go because of the insane power requirements and size. But to be fair, I can also see the benefit, like it's way less fiddly than a lighter. And because the whole thing is electric, it's cleaner too. Plus, kind of like that tiny pump, there is a hyper boost button to oxygenate your fire. And as expected, that is a lot better than the tiny pump. All topped off with the fact that on the back end, there is literally a bottle opener. So you cook your drink and then you taste it.
That's not how that works.
So I actually like this. It just wouldn't be on my top 10 list of products to take on a quest with me because, well, it feels like it's designed for a home. barbecue, and it's also just about the most expensive way to start a fire. Now this, though, this is even better. What's happening here is this USB chargeable pack on the side, which kind of makes the whole thing look like a robotic pig, is powering 51 air jets to inject the fire with oxygen. That oxygen makes the fire burn bigger, brighter, and warmer, which is absolutely working and is also already on its own pretty huge, but also that the fuel burns more completely, thus leaving fewer unburnt particles in the form of smoke. So actually, let's light this fire so we can see a side-by-side of how much difference it makes. This thing literally feels like when you unlock the next OP weapon. Okay, so just making sure that both fires have been given an equal chance to get going. There's actually such a difference when you look at the normal fire. It looks very peaceful by comparison, and this is like a highly accelerated version of the same process. It is literally like in Mario Kart when you pick up one of the stars, with actually, just like they advertised, zero smoke as far as I can see, whereas there's absolutely smoke here. But it gets smarter. They've specifically designed this grill to help radiate the heat outwards instead of upwards, where it would be completely wasted. And I have to say, it definitely works. I feel so much warmer here. And also, there's an app. Yes, even fire is now app controlled in 2025. I mean, not even to mention the fact that this fire hasn't needed tending once, whereas this one is literally about to go out. If the Ghost Sun was metaphorically all smoke, no fire, then this is the literal embodiment of it. I was a little worried that all the fans were going to kill the vibe of the fire, but you still feel the crackle. This is on 50% fan speed, and you can barely hear the fans. It's actually not an issue at all. I freaking love this thing. Yes, you have this bulky power bank that does need to be charged separately, which, yeah, does kill a little bit of the spontaneity of wanting to have a bonfire. But then the thing really does make the most of that power bank. Plus, you could also use it to charge your phone while you warm up. This BioLite thing is a big product, but I would absolutely still take it with me. Right, it's starting to get really dark, which means that even though this is one of the most expensive products in our entire video, now feels like a pretty good time to actually put up the $5,000 Mavericks base camp tent, which tries to solve the problems with traditional tents, you know, the absolute nightmare of putting them up and then keeping them up using mathematics. So in theory, all we need to do is to inflate these gray struts. We could use an electric pump. We are going to do it the old-fashioned way because it's not like we're a tech channel or anything. Why are we doing it like this? It feels like it's coming alive. Does it not feel like the final boss of a video game suddenly making its entrance?
Now bring on the mayhem. One for the money and two for the show. Make it loud, yeah, that's all that we know.
Oh my God, I'm dead. Wow. It looks so unique. And the reason is that the two founders from this company came up with a geodesic structure, or in other words, a dome shape with rigid triangular elements that is pretty much unbeatable in terms of redistributing stress throughout it. And maybe I should become geodesic. And also, because it all connects together, it also happens to be completely inflatable with one pump in one place, or two people in two places. It's up to you. But that's unlike a lot of tents which need separate valves, etc. Ah! Uh-oh. Yeah. It's the real deal. Oh, my butt stings. Oh. You can really tell that, like, this thing is not just a pretty face. This is designed to survive the harshest climates on planet Earth. And then, on the inside, wow. You could literally sleep like 10 people in here. Wow. Let's take it for a spin then, shall we? Good morning. Wow. It is day 2 in the wilderness, and obviously the tent is still standing. It's an absolute feat of engineering. Assuming I was packing for a trip in the extremes, this would definitely make the cut. But the question on my mind now is, now that we've decided that we are going to start using products that require power, you know, like that insane fire pit, what's the best way to generate that power? So from this company called K-Tor, we've got the foot pedal charger, as well as the hand crank charger. The fact that this has 1 amp on it doesn't exactly inspire me with confidence. And then what I thought we could do is compare both of those to the Anker solar panels, the much more passive way to generate electricity. So we've got each of the 3 products ready. Joseph is going to pedal for 10 minutes, I'm going to crank for 10 minutes, and Drish is going to watch the solar panels for 10 minutes. And now, each of us is going to connect our chargers to an identical iPhone 12. Okay, let's see whose charges the most in 10 minutes. Let's go. One thing to note about every single one of these chargers is none of them has a battery inside. They can't store the energy they're generating. So they have to be plugged into the thing they're charging at all times to be useful. Gotta crank like I never cranked before. So we're at 6 minutes right now, and not a single one of our phones has booted up. How have I not generated like 1% of battery at this point? Fine, I'm dead.
2,000 years later.
We've been pedaling, cranking, and watching for 30 minutes. It looks like they're charging with such little power that they can't get iPhones that are already dead to even boot up in the first place. So the long and short of it is, you do not want to be in a situation where you're relying on one of these to save your phone. Like, imagine trying to charge a laptop. I don't think we're keeping any of these. So at this point, we've done our cooking, we're charged up. It's time to find some water. And given the absolutely insane credentials of the MSR water purifier, in theory, I shouldn't be scared to use it to drink pond water. And yet, this still feels like a really bad idea. This might look like just a bit of mud, but lake water can have all sorts of nasty stuff that you can't see. Giardia, E. coli, salmonella. So people's lives could very much depend on one of these. And now we've got to do what I really don't want to do. But to be fair, the only reason I'm even remotely willing to do this is because of my special socks. So anyway, the point I'm making is, don't drink this. Honestly, so impressed with these socks. I mean, don't get me wrong, my feet are cold, but the fact that they're dry makes it 10 times more bearable. But then this is where the MSR purifier comes in. So the idea is I drop this pipe into the water, I pump up here, that's going to draw the water through all the different layers on the inside. So that's chunky filters for things like mud, and then microscopic filters for things like bacteria. All with this self-cleaning mechanism where some of the water that's taken in is used to consistently flush the filters on the inside. Okay, let's check the results. This is actually a big moment. We have zero idea what this water is going to look like. It's actually not as clear as I was hoping it would be. It's definitely done 98% of the work, but you can still see this faint muddiness to it, which is enough that I probably wouldn't drink it if I had the choice. But if you didn't, then I can't tell you by how much I would rather drink this than the alternative. So I would still keep this with us, just because if you absolutely needed it, it could save your life. But now let's say that you had water. Let's say you had a little too much water. Let's say that water was frozen and you were buried underneath it Yeah, this was a terrible segue. I'm talking about the avalanche airbag. So, long story short, this thing is designed to protect skiers from getting buried underneath an avalanche using a physics principle called inverse segregation. It explains that when you're in a moving mixture, like the snow in an avalanche, larger particles will rise to the top, while smaller particles will find their way down. And this incredibly brightly colored airbag effectively makes you, the skier, into the largest possible particles, which helps you stay close to the surface. Okay, so it's pretty hard to actually demo this without being in an avalanche, but just to give you an idea, I'm just gonna crouch down for stability. 3, 2, 1. Blimey neck! Oh my God! The thing takes about 3 seconds to fully inflate, but when it does, it's like half the size of a sleeping bag, which all completely makes sense because this isn't like a car airbag, which is designed to pop out in a split second to immediately absorb impact. This thing just needs to be massive and it needs to be orange to have the best chance of keeping you above the snow and being seen while you are there, which I think is pretty fair to say, especially if you're up against a white background, it does pretty well. So honestly, this thing's really impressive. It actually works. It's just the use case for it is so incredibly niche that we don't really need it.
Are you really the last person to find out about this Skip Ads Forever button? This is Pi, and if it sounds familiar to you, it's probably because...
Now, as much fun as I am having out here in the woods, I miss my YouTube shorts. Enter the Starlink Mini, which is packaged like a medium pizza. Oh gosh, oh dear. It's one of those peel tabs that's never as smooth as it should be. And yeah, that's not coming out. Okay, well, you've taken me to this. I have no choice but to now destroy your packaging. There we go. Yeah, much better. It really does feel like we're getting a sort of base upgrade here. And I gotta say, this Starlink is such a nondescript looking piece of tech. Like, genuinely would look like a dinner plate when it starts to get dark. So let's follow the only 2 instructions to point it up and to plug it in. And almost as if the gods have blessed us from above, at this point, we should have internet. So if I click connect, we're online. Okay, so speed test. It feels pretty rapid. We're getting almost 40 megabits down and about 5 megabits up. Also, this is using the next generation Opera One R2, our sponsor, which is so smart. Like, one of the new features is tab traces. If you're like me, and when you start working, you get so carried away that your tabs end up looking like a conspiracy theorist pinboard, then tab traces subtly underlines the most recent tabs you've been on. The darker the underline, the more recent the tab. So you can keep everything open while still instantly being able to see the key things that you're focusing on right now. Side note, I am actually quite impressed with this Starlink. The speed definitely varies because it's communicating directly with low Earth orbit satellites, so they move, but it's not dipping below 25 megabits per second for me. Oh, 60. There you go. And there's so much with this browser. Like, when I was planning out this video, being able to have the master document open and then just slide the individual product web pages in to split screen them immediately feels so sick. And when it's been more helpful for me to watch videos to learn about things, the fact that those videos will just automatically pop out into this floating window means that I'm never getting sidetracked by leaving my main document. Link below to check out the new Opera browser. So this is actually a better thought out piece of kit than I expected. We are in the sticks, very literally. So being able to get fast enough internet for HD Netflix, for example, is no joke. It's weather resistant. It can apparently melt snow, although to be fair, so can most electronics when they're on. It's got a kickstand so you can adjust the angle, and it's even got like a pipe adapter so you can attach it somewhere high up and get an even more unobstructed view of the sky. So honestly, yes. Definitely. Just remember, you do still have to pay for the data. This is just a really good device at making sure you receive it. But now it's time for some of the most expensive, most extreme products in this video. Starting with the flashlight, which comes presented like a sniper rifle, probably because it actually has the range of one. This thing is not kidding around. Like, just to give you an idea, the average torch that you might find lying around your garage has a 1,000 lumen output. I can't even wrap my head around what 200,000 is going to look like. Not to mention the other shocking stat, this thing is so bright that it can apparently illuminate objects up to 1,618 meters away. That's like half as far as the human eye can even see during the day. It's got an OLED display for navigation, which means it can display black pixels with 0 light emissions, ironically. The thing is such a monster that it's got heat warning labels, it's got 3 separate fans to pull in cold air from the outside, as well as a dedicated handle, just so you can save your hands from getting singed from the main body of the thing. It can fast charge in 2 hours, and the thing even works as a power bank to charge other things. Only thing is, we need it to be a little bit darker before we can properly test this thing. So, there we go. Now we're talking. Let's go. Okay, let's start with the 1,000 lumen torch. 3, 2, 1. Oh my God. Wait, that's actually way better than I was expecting. I guess because the majority of the light is concentrated into a very narrow beam, it's actually lighting things up 50 meters away pretty much. That's just 1,000 lumens. I'm actually scared of what this thing is going to do. I'm shivering, and it's only 80% because of the cold. 3, 2, 1. Oh my God. Oh my God. I feel like I could light up an actual city with this. This is like a lighthouse that you can fit into a backpack. This doesn't even feel legal. I feel like if I left this on for too long, I'd accidentally summon Batman. Is it completely overkill for 99.9% of users? Yes. Are you better off going for a torch with longer battery life instead? Almost definitely. But then does this do what it says on the tin? Abso-frickin-lutely. And I want to keep it. I just realized we're at max capacity. I love the fire pit. These socks are complete lifesavers. We're still gonna need the zip ties for small cuts. We did, though, have 2 different products, both for the purposes of lighting fires. So the stormproof matches and the pyro putty lighter. Oh, can a man not just have both? Even though I did find the matches cooler, I think on balance, because the lighter also contains the fire starter, matches are gonna have to go. Now, while most of the stuff that we've seen in this video so far would just make for an extreme form of camping, the FLIR Scout Pro is like something you'd use if you were chasing criminals with the CIA or something. It's designed to be really simple so that you're not fiddling through endless menus when you're on the hunt, which I would say they've definitely achieved. There's literally one button to cycle through modes, one toggle to turn things up and down, and then a record button. All right, time to test it. And just to be very clear, beyond this fence, I can see practically nothing. So, can thermal vision solve my problem? Wow, I can see sheep. They're incredibly far away, but they're like moving red things with 4 legs. Those sheep must be between 500 meters and 1 kilometer away from you right now, but they're each individually tracked and highlighted. I mean, I've used plenty of mini thermal cameras before. Most of them look really choppy and they run at like 5 frames per second, but they do the job. This is a much more playable. .30 frames per second. This thing has the widest field of view available on the market, so you can perform rapid sweeps of an area. And the thermal sensitivity here is like top of the line. The idea is pretty simple. Every single object emits infrared radiation. The hotter the object, the more infrared it emits. And so what this device is doing is picking up not just the presence of that infrared, but tiny differences in infrared, displaying them as these gradients of color on screen. Wow, that is so cool. But none of that really matters at all if you can't actually use this thing to find someone. So, rescue mission. Drisha is going to spend the next 5 minutes trying to hide herself in the woods, starting now. And we're going to see if we can get her. The possibilities are a little scary. Oh, that's her. Hello?
I'm ready.
You're ready? Okay, let's go. I mean, I can't emphasize to you just how dark it is out here. If you just had a phone's flashlight, you'd have no hope in hell. Where would you look? How would you know where to go? I mean, there must be 50 kilometers of woodland all around us right now. Okay, so you can tell there's no one here because the forest itself is the warmest thing in the frame. So let's just keep going. Immediately. Okay, see that? There's like a bright red object. It's got to be her. What kind of position is she in? She's definitely this way. Oh, right, yeah, look. So trees can block that thermal signature. Oh, that's her. Okay, come on, let's go. I really hope it's her. Trish? I was actually a little bit scared for a second, wasn't you? And we were going to die? Okay, mission complete. This is insanely fun. And most importantly, I can totally see how it's an incredibly powerful tool. Just, not for the game that we're playing. Anyway, this was probably the highest effort YouTube video we have ever put together. So if you do appreciate it, then let us know and we'll try and do more. Should we go home?
Hey, what's up? Now, I built this piece a couple of years ago, but I did it in kind of a 3-part, weird, strung out video, and you guys have been wanting, a consolidated, easy to find place to do a nice built-in, so we thought we'd smush it all together, make it super easy for you guys to follow. The entire build is in this video, so follow along and build one yourself.
It is a known fact that cutting boards are the gateway drug to woodworking. All of us have built hundreds of them, myself included, and last year I built this insane cutting board and I absolutely fell in love with these complex designs. Since then I've wanted to build another one and it got me thinking, with the advancements of AI and the daily integration into my life, I should have AI design the most ridiculous cutting board I can think of. And that's exactly what I'm gonna do in this video. There's only one caveat though. Sam hates the idea. Because he's such a traditionalist, he feels that there is going to be a better design in a book from the past that he can build on his.
Sub-Zero.
His own. So we're gonna turn this into a build-off, and the loser is gonna have to do the Hot Ones challenge at the end of this video. This is gonna get interesting, so let's get to it. So we're gonna start with my board because, well, I have to design this thing, or at least figure out what the hell I'm doing. And to do so, I'm gonna use ChatGPT. If you're not familiar, ChatGPT launched a service or ability or whatever later in sometime in 2024.
Words are your second language, sir.
That can actually generate images. It makes it so much easier to get crazy ideas. All I gotta do now is write the proper prompt in order to develop the design for the most epic cutting board on the planet in order to beat Sam. So here's what I'm thinking. Design me the most epic wooden cutting board on the planet in order to beat Sam Pula in a battle to the death. I should have been more specific and asked for an image, because it is writing out the battle plan in order to destroy Sam right now, which is hilarious. If you're going to annihilate Sam Pula in a battle to the death with a wooden cutting board, we are going all out with the design. Excalibur. That's what it called it, Excalibur. Let me rewrite the prompt in a new script and then see what it comes up with from there. I may have alluded to the fact that this was a battle to the death and it thinks I want to kill Sam. This one's kind of sick. Yeah. So what do you think about this?
That is incredible. If you could somehow do that.
There's no chance I can do that. I mean, I could.
Is that like a bandsaw?
I could maybe. A lot of bandsaw work here. Yeah, can you integrate checkerboard patterns and what we call those, squiggly lines. This one is a lot closer. It's insane, Joe. Look at this.
That's a little bit. And getting them into glue up so that we have two panels that are 430 millimeters by
doing. This is Boss Dogwood glue, but you want a thinner glue. You're gonna go ahead and put it in the crack. So this crack isn't very big. I obviously don't wanna open it up. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my vacuum, go underneath, and I'm gonna suck it down in the void. You see how it's starting to go down over here? And that's gonna help you get just a more consistent like glue. Line in there. This thing's starting to turn into a huge pain in my ass. Who the hell said AI was better? Try to make it work. That's all I'm gonna say. Sam, not looking good over here for me.
I can see that from here. You should have never trusted that confounded computer of yours.
What do you mean? When it designed my media center that you and I absolutely loved building, you know, that thing sucked. Nothing was square, and Sam and I were out here just motherfucking it for literally a week. We were building it like, why did we decide to do this? Now we look at it, we're like, we don't even like it that much. Now I'm gonna do this and squeeze my joint together. So you can see I'm getting some good glue squeeze out there. I maxed out the clamp. Hopefully the bow tie will keep it in plane. Have it flush before I can bow tie the top.
So the way this board was designed, you can see the outside border here. It's about like 3/8 of an inch thick. What are you? Shouldn't you be hanging out with your best friend, the computer?
So clear.
It is pretty clear.
No, it's because of my shop shades.
Oh wow.
Not because you.
That is a fine piece of eyewear.
Looks awesome.
We have this 3/8 inch board.
around here. Reason being, because this needs squared up. The designer of this actually recommended just taking basically small passes off of each side to try to get an even border around there. He even said this is the man that designed this, is super meticulous. He's like, you're probably not going to get a perfect square, but it's more important that this border that's surrounding it is just an equal thickness all around there. So I'm going to attempt to do that in some shallow passes with the track saw, because the table saw is still incapacitated, but not Friday. It's coming back to life Friday. And yeah.
I wanted my degree in computer science while still being able to raise my kids. I wanted to
Well, let's see how she looks today. Another overnighter for our girl here. It could have gone catastrophically wrong, as we like to say around here. See if we're anything close to staying where we are with my bow tie inlay. Worked out pretty nice, I would say. It looks pretty damn good. If you want, I think we've got like maybe, yeah, we don't have a ton of these left, I don't think, from our run. So if you're interested, we've got these templates on the website for you guys if you want to cut that same bow tie. So stayed more flat. That was what we wanted to start with. We still have got gaps galore, but I'm going to get this thing squared up and sanded and then round the edges. I don't think I'm going to do much else to it besides potentially some crack filling with some, like, I hate to do it, but with some epoxy. You know, you don't want to use epoxy on a cutting board because you're going to chop into it and it's going to more or less get plastic into your food. But this will primarily probably be used for serving if that's the case. So to the wide belt! No, to the edge belt! We are on to the final sanding stages. I gotta be honest, I hate this cutting board. Just gonna put it out there, I hate it. It looks cool. It's gonna look awesome once we get it to pop, but I absolutely despise it. Once we're done with it, with the finish here, putting a poll up to let you guys decide who is gonna have to do the hottest hot sauce from the Hot Ones challenge.
This shit is getting hot.
It's gonna suck for whoever loses, but Sam's is looking great over there. I don't know what else to say. I'm just gonna finish sanding and get it done. Hit it with a little bit of water, just kind of pop that grain. We'll give it the final sanding and then we'll get some finish on it. Sam's is looking great. I hate this. It does look good. Does it not look good, Joe?
It looks better like with that darkness.
Well, yeah. They always look better when they're close to finish.
I like that wavy part on the end the best.
Here you go. You can go back to fucking stroking your board. So we're gonna put some finish on it. This is Bumbleshoot's all natural wood finish. It's food safe. I love this stuff. It's like got a citrusy smell to it as well. Sam made his own beeswax and mineral spirits that I think is pretty rad. I've never used it before, and just for speed's sake, he's using it right now, so I'm gonna use this.
We got another jar of this nondescript goo if you'd like to partake, John.
What did he say?
What I wanna do, this has no wax in it, so I'm gonna put this on first. And then I'll put yours on after. Does that get you going, Joe? I mean, this is still like the best thing on the planet is putting finish on a cutting board. Get your loins going.
Dude, that end grain just soaks that shit up.
Oh yeah. Get your loins tingling. And this stuff smells great. Couple layers. I'll do the front, the back. I'm just about done. I'm getting the feet on here and then I will be ready for final reveal, the vote, and then to find out who's gonna have to eat the Hot Ones hottest one hot sauce. I'm gonna be honest here, I do not like crazy hot shit, so I'm hoping the vote goes in my direction. So the poll is up on our YouTube community.